It is a beautiful morning in Africa, and a very beautiful morning actually. These days, the weather has not been so friendly. I mean, like it is always very cold. I don't know why. Maybe we are soon entering into a rainy season, but it's okay, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on the time and where you're watching this video from. But it's early morning in Africa. It is around 9 a.m. in the morning. Thank you so much, guys, for always watching my videos. I don't take you for granted. And today's video is going to be a little bit special. As you can see, the title of the video, it's going to be a very, very special video. I don't think I do such kind of videos. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for watching my videos. That's one thing I don't take for granted. I always tell you this. I always respect someone who puts in, his or her time, watches my channel, puts a comment, gives the video a like or something. Those are the people I really respect so much. And in case you've not subscribed, actually, you can also, subscribe. You can also go to your comment section and tell me something about this video. You can always go and watch my previous videos, because I have around 36 videos on that channel. So you guys can actually go and watch all these videos and tell me something about the videos. So I welcome you once again, guys. It is January. We are still in January, guys. January is always the first the first month of the year, and we are still struggling with January. January being the first month, it is also always the hardest month of the year. There is always no money, children are going back to school. Sometimes things are always expensive. So the cost of living kinda somehow, somewhere becomes so hard and difficult, especially here in Africa. That's why I always tell you that January is always somehow, somewhere the hardest month of the year. My name is Dedan Arho. I come from Uganda. Uganda is in East Africa. Uganda is a part of Africa. And my YouTube channel is Dedan Vlogs. In case you're first time to see this face, you're welcome to this channel. You can kindly subscribe. And I always, record videos about my daily life, travel, adventure, and I also do some vlogs. So thank you so much, guys. Now, today, this video is very special, but I'll first put a disclaimer. This is not a reaction video, guys. I'm not reacting to Marwa. I'm not reacting to any video from Nyabohanse village or somewhere. But this is a video. It is kind of special in its own way. Actually, me, I take this video to be so special. Where I come from in Uganda, we have an artist. I don't know if you people know this artist, but I know if you're from East Africa, especially Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, you probably know Jose Chameleone. Jose Chameleone is an artist. He's a singer from Uganda. And he once sang a song. That song is titled Basima Ogenze. Basima Ogenze is a Luganda term that means people appreciate you when you're no more. I mean, like when you die and you're no more, that's when actually people will come and appreciate you. So by listening to that song, I realized that there is always a lot we can do. We should always thank people where necessary. Thank people who need to be thanked, especially when they are still alive. It doesn't make sense you to come here and thank someone who is no longer in existence, who has already passed on, has already died. It is always not okay. So today I want to thank some few people from Kenya. If you know you're watching from Kenya, this video is kind of special and it's kind of dedicated to you also. But of course, you can also learn something from this video. But I'm going to be talking about people from Kenya. One of them is Marwa, and a few people from Nyabohanse village. I think Nyabohanse village is so far the biggest village with the biggest number of YouTubers in the whole world. Because if you went to Nyabohanse, I've never been to Nyabohanse. I always watch videos from there, but I believe if you go to Nyabohanse, almost every youth now is becoming a YouTuber. That village, bro, I'm telling you, almost every person in Nyabohanse is becoming a YouTuber. And I'm not talking about these small YouTubers. I mean, their channels are becoming very successful. You watch someone and they have millions and, sorry, not millions, but thousands of subscribers. And they are doing well. Their channels are monetized. They are earning from their channels, So that's why I'm saying today this video is probably dedicated to the Kenyan community, especially the Nyabohanse people. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your village very well, but Nyabohanse village. Now, Before I dive into that, I want to first give you some history about how I started this YouTube channel, because the inspiration came from Nyabohanse village. I must say this. My channel is 4 months old. I started this YouTube channel last year, I think in September. Yeah, it was 9th of September last year. So my channel is 4 months old now. But the inspiration, I got it from Nyabohanse. I will tell you how I got my inspiration of this YouTube channel. Now, a few years ago, I was at university. I was a student at the university, one of the universities here in Uganda, and I was doing a computer course. That is information technology. So I'm a tech person. So YouTube was not my thing. I think the only way I was using YouTube was for educational purposes. I was doing technology, so sometimes you're in the middle of code, you're trying to build the code from scratch, and you try to run that code, it brings errors, so you want to do some debugging, and you're very stuck there. So you run to YouTube, and those days there was no chat GPT, and you know, those days there was no chat GPT. This AI software that you can actually go to and you seek for answers and information. So the only platform we had those days was YouTube. So as a technology student, you run a code and it brings some errors and you want to do some debugging and you're stuck, you go to YouTube and get some tutorials. At least you get some codes running. Okay, so that's the only way I was using YouTube, and maybe for entertainment, watch my favorite musicians and artists from different parts of the country. Sorry, that guys. Now, where was I? Now, time comes, the course was done. Okay, time came and the course was done, so I had to get a job. I got a job. That was an office job, and the job I got didn't require me to use YouTube so much. So I was, seated in the office. You do your work. But of course, I would use YouTube for entertainment. Maybe watch some movies, watch some YouTube videos. I mean, like videos, movies, and when I say YouTube videos, I mean songs. Now, one day I was seated in the office, and I opened YouTube. And when I opened YouTube, there is that page they bring when you open YouTube, the one we call the homepage. Those impressions, the YouTube videos they show you. So among the videos they showed me on my homepage that very day, there was a video of a lady from Kenya. Her name is African Tigress. I know most of the people know African Tigress, especially if you come from Kenya or if you've been on this YouTube platform for some time, you know African Tigress. So it was my first time to see African Tigress. I didn't even know who African Tigress was. But when I opened YouTube, I wanted to watch some movies. So on the homepage, they brought different videos. So randomly, I clicked in African Tigress's video. Now, guess what I saw? I saw a lady holding a camera. Of course, I didn't see her holding a camera, but I knew she was holding a camera because, she was showing us around. So I saw a lady holding a camera. This lady was speaking English, and she was on the streets of Nairobi, talking to herself and showing us the streets of Nairobi. Her video was long, about 1 hour. I don't know how I ended up watching the entire video. Before I knew it, I was already in the 50th minute of the video. So I was like, what is this lady doing? Because it was my first time to see someone doing some vlogs. I didn't even know what vlogging was. It was my first time. It was my first experience. So I saw African Tigress holding her camera on the streets of Nairobi, talking to herself and the camera, showing us the streets of Nairobi. And I enjoyed what I saw. It was my first time to see someone doing that. So I watched. After watching that video, I finished it. Now I clicked her bio. I watched also some other videos. I liked what I saw. The following morning, when I opened YouTube, of course, they also brought her videos, of which I watched anyway. Now, a few days from then, I watched African Tigress again, her video. But now this time around, she had another lady who also comes from Kenya. And she's also a popular YouTuber. If I say this, you people will know. I think now you will start seeing how Marwa comes in now. How he comes in anyway. So the next video I saw for the African Tigress, she had Dimwango. Now these two ladies were seated somewhere in Nairobi. They were having a discussion. They were having a chat. So I saw African Tigress. She was seated with another lady. By that time, I didn't know she was D Mango. I didn't even know who D Mango was. But I watched their story. They had a conversation. They were seated together. They were talking. So I watched them till the end. Now, when they were signing out, when the video was about to end, Dimango said, "You guys can also go check me out on YouTube, Dimango." I was like, okay. So this girl also has a YouTube channel. So I went immediately and typed Dimango. You know what I saw? I saw Dimango. Now, I also watched a few videos of Dimango. Now, unfortunately, African Tigress, you will forgive me if you're watching this. But unfortunately, when I started watching Dimango, I liked Dimango more than the way I was liking African Tigress. So I started now watching Dimango more than African Tigress because I loved what Dimango was doing. Actually, those days, I think Dimango was, those are the days when she was in the Philippines, when she was doing some charity projects in the Philippines there at the Lola's house. You remember that story. Dimango was still in the Philippines. So that's when I started watching Dimango when she was in the Philippines. Now I watched Dimango. I loved the content. I loved what I was seeing. I loved what she was doing. So from then I started watching Dimango. She was in the Philippines at Lola's home. She was building houses, doing some projects. I was like, wow, these people are doing good. And one thing with YouTube, when you watch someone, you become addicted to them. You always want to watch them all the time. So I started watching Dimngango, Dimngango, Dimngango all the time. Now I know you are wondering how does Ayamara come in now? Because you're mentioning African Tigress, you're mentioning Dimngango, you're not even mentioning Ayamara anywhere. Now let me tell you how Mara comes in now. After spending a couple of weeks watching Dimngango, now there is a video that I watched where Dimango was like, "You guys can also go support my brother. I am Marwa. He's the one who introduced me to this whole thing of YouTube." I was like, okay. So I went and typed I am Marwa. You know what I saw? I saw a travel commando. Now I started watching I am Marwa. But those days Ayamara was still in the village. That's when he was actually building his dream villa, I think. Those are the videos I watched. So I watched Ayamara, I always watched his videos, his videos all the, like every day I open YouTube. I watch African Tigress, I watch Dimango, I also watch Ayamara. Now, when I was watching Ayamara, that's when actually I came to know most of the people who come from Nyabohanse, all these other YouTubers who come from Nyabohanse. I knew them through Ayamara. Because those days Ayamara was actually in the village, he was not traveling. And me personally, I'm someone who likes those village videos. So I was watching Mara, in the village doing the projects, and then he was like, "Oh, come and give a shout out, come and give yourself a shout out." So this person comes, "Hey, my name is It's Nasto, my name is, go check me out." So I was like, "So wait." So almost every person in this village is a YouTuber. That's when I started to know Nyabohanse village. Okay, that's when I came to know people like It's Nasto. He's also my favorite YouTuber. I think he's my second favorite in Nyabohanse after Mara. That's when I started watching, these guys. Those days they were actually doing videos together. I don't know what happened, but Blundian Traveler, now he calls himself Go With Jay, is also my good friend. And then Clouded Joseph. Those are the days when those guys were traveling to Dubai. So I watched it, Nasto, the Gake, and those days now Marwa organized a party that lasted for the whole 1 month. That's when I came to know all these other YouTubers in Nyabohanse village. Now, I want to thank I am Marwa. What he's doing is not something for the weak. I've already seen a lot of haters online. I may not call them haters, but they're also trying to earn a living because they know if they talk bad about Mara, their videos will actually get attention. People will watch the videos, they will get views, and YouTube will pay them. But if you ask them, I know deep in their hearts, they can also say Mara helped us a lot. Because if, for example, Mara now decides to wake up and say, I am off YouTube for 2 years, these other negative reactors won't get what to eat. So I know they should also be appreciative and thank Mara because at least he's trying to give them something to put on the table. But personally, I want to thank Marwa. All the inspiration, I got it from him. After watching what these small boys are doing in Nyabohanse, all girls and boys, they're all trying to create YouTube channels. They are earning a living. They are building homes. They are buying land. I was like, man, wait, there must be something special with YouTube. So 4 years ago, I said, okay, enough is enough. I have to open a YouTube channel. But thanks goes to Ayamara. Thanks goes to Dimwango. Thanks goes to African Tigress because you're also the first person I watched from Kenya. Right about now, people, you're my favorite people. I feel I have a special connection with Kenya. And I pray so hard I come to Nyabohanse. At least I've made friends. The friends I've not met physically. And I pray so hard that maybe my channel will grow one day and I also start traveling. And I know when I start traveling, the first place I want to travel to, the first place I want to go to is Nyabohanse village. Because all my inspiration comes from that village. Talk about people like I am Mayuguno. Now you guys talk about people like Mayuguno now. I watched Mayuguno when he was still a mason at Ayamara's villa when Mara was building Villa Medellin. Mayuguno was a mason there. I watched him from zero to where he is now. Talk about people like Nasto. Quitting his job, coming to start YouTube channel in Nyabohanse. He has now a home. He has a family. He has a car. These are people who inspire you. Look at someone like Brilliant Traveler. Go with Jay. A small guy from Burundi, very poor. But now he is where he is now. Look at people like David Jr., Mara's brother. Hmm? Look at people like Cloudy Joseph. Look at people like, me there is something special about Nyabohanse. And if I start traveling, trust me, my first travel will be to Nyabohanse. I'll be going to Nyabohanse. But I want to thank you, Mara, in case you watch this. I know you don't know me. Actually, what is funny, guys, Mara doesn't know me. But in case you watch this, I am Mara. Just know I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much. You've not done anything, physical for me, like what you always do. You've not even given me a shout out on your channel or something. But I feel I have something special for you. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All the inspiration, I got it from you. And your sister D. And the entire Nyabohanse team. In case you're from Kenya, you're watching this, kindly tell Mara and the entire Nyabohanse team that I really appreciate them. Thank you so much, guys. I want you to keep the spirit. I want you to keep the motivation because you people don't know how many people you're motivating out there. Trust me, I'm telling you guys. A lot of people actually are very, very, very happy because of you. I'm always watching these negative reactors. They come and react negative on these people's videos, and I'm like, now look at these guys now. But I don't blame them because I know they are also, earning something from talking bad about them. So thank you so much, I am Mara. Thank you so much, Dimango. Thank you so much, African Tigress. Thank you so much. It's Nasto. Nasto, you're my favorite. Actually, I know you don't know me, but in case you also happen to watch this, Nasto, and your wife, Miss Frey, thank you so much, guys. You're also doing a very good job in Nyabohanse. My brother, Brilliant Traveler, Go with Jay. There is one time when Go with Jay commented on my video, I was like, what? I even pinned his comment and I even screenshot it. I was like, I have to keep this. Because, man, he's a big guy and he's my favorite also. So when he commented on my video, I was like, man, this is a very good start. So Go with Jay. I also appreciate you. Where else? I am Paris. Even there is one lady I used to watch her videos so much when she was cooking at Ayamara's villa during the party. The African, I don't know, she changed her name, I think, now, but she was the African village cook. T. I also appreciate you. All the people from Nyabohanse, guys. I am Mayuguno. Mayuguno, you're my favorite. Let me tell you something. Mayuguno, you have a special place in my heart. And if I come to Kenya, if I come to Nyabohanse, I must come and see you, Mayuguno. I must visit the entire team of Nyabohanse. You guys, you're good. I mean, you're inspiring a lot of people. You know, you're motivating us. You man, allow me to stop from here, guys. But in case you watched this video till the end, kindly go to the comment section. Let me know that you watched the video. And you can also send this video to other people out there. I love you so much, guys. Keep it up.